Hey, happy Monday. Kicking off the week today with some decent productivity. Kind of got all the business finance done yesterday with that huge ass homework assignment. Today I worked on advertising and promotion management. Did a quiz, an assignment, discussion posts. Got about 2 hours in that, and called it quits for Monday. Wasn't too bad. Had to run down to Silver Lake to drop off a key to people that are there at an estate sale. It was a total cluster. They were supposed to know that they were doing the sale this weekend, but they didn't. It was all jacked up, and then they locked themselves out, so I had to go give them the key. That was early in the day. I talked to Bobby for a couple hours, probably not that long, an hour on FaceTime. Came back here, did the academics, looked at the rest of the week, just a bunch of quizzes and normal stuff I probably talked about earlier, or yesterday or sometime. But Kenan came over, we watched Better Call Saul at 10, that was good. We put some parts together for the washer parts that he needs, the pipes and the nozzles. The nozzles are $50 a piece. I didn't realize that they were heated, so they have an electrical connection and a heating unit that sits down in the hood. I'm not sure how we're going to replace those. It's kind of going to be a pain in the ass, but we'll figure it out. We didn't get to order those yet because in the middle of looking at parts, ECS.com went down for maintenance, which I have never seen. 11 on a Monday night, I guess that's their maintenance hour. Let's see if they're back up yet. And, oh good, they are. And it did not save my cart, fantastic. So I screenshotted the cart from FCP Euro. Those are all the parts. It's going to end up being, for his order, like $175 plus tax and shipping in washer parts, so that's obnoxious, but we'll have a DIY on that. Speaking of the video of the Blackview install published this morning, I meant to set it at 10, but I got PM instead of AM, or it got jacked up somehow. So that went up today shortly after noon. People are giving me shit for not using the black box my car thing. I use the power thing from it, but if it's in a lot and somebody hits it and it gets a motion sensor or something, it won't come on. I'm not sure why we didn't use it. Joe just recommended that we didn't. He didn't on the S4. I don't know. It requires an always on connection from the battery or some voltage that will always be on. I guess it would chew some power sitting, and as much as the car sits, I kind of don't want that. I don't know though. Maybe I'll talk to Joe and see if it makes sense to wire that in. I could always do it later, but I don't see that as important as driving and just catching idiots. You know, you get rear-ended or cut off, causes an accident, something dumb like that. So that's where that stands. I think I mentioned earlier today that Lyric wants the car by the 7th, and they anticipate having the engine back on Wednesday. So that's nice. If they get the engine back Wednesday, I'll go check it out. They'll probably start assembly, could even have that done within a week. Although there's not a huge hurry. If I get it in there March 7th, headed to spring break on the 16th, I want to say, a Wednesday. So the 7th is a Monday and a week before that. And depending on weather, really any day in March or even the last week of February would be fair game to start it up, drive it over there, and just drop it off. Get it in their facility. Hopefully the engine's done at that point. And even if it's not, they've got a lot of teardown work before the engine goes in. They've got to remove, probably starting with the exhaust, the drive shaft, the transmission, the engine, the differential, the rear subframe, the rear axles. I mean, it is going to be like half stripped underneath. Everything's coming down. And I don't know what they start with for assembly. Probably drop the engine in there, get the subframe stuff figured out, and then the transmission will have to go up in the driveline work. The parking brake. Oh my God, it's the order of operations on this is crazy. But that'll be nice. I'll get back from California, and hopefully that's well underway. And I originally told Tom I would love to have the car back. I want the car back by May 1st. And he's kind of aiming more so towards April 1st at this time. So that's good news. April is a total hit or miss month. Sometimes I drive it 5 days in April. Sometimes I drive it 20 days in April. I'll just have to see what the weather is this year. But that's the update as far as I know. If it comes back Wednesday, I'll go in there and film it and see what's up. Get the car in there. And then the 330 takes garage priority, and I'll be able to spend a little bit more time cleaning up the interior. And the wheels are filthy, and it just needs not a detail, but it just needs a good cleanup and a little bit of care. So tomorrow's Tuesday. I'm going to head into class tomorrow morning, come back here, probably do some work in the middle of the day, and then I got that damn night class, so that'll suck. But Tuesday's the rough day. We'll get it done and move on. And I'll talk to you guys then. So, all right, hope Monday went well. Good night.